All right, we're live. Happy Friday, everybody. We're here on this. What is this? A national day of emergency? I think that's what they're calling it, something like that.
But I didn't hear that name.
We're here on this. Well, they're calling it.
Day of emergency. I think that's what they're calling
You know. See, I don't know. I try not to watch when he comes on the TV, but hope everybody's doing good. It's Will, George, and Mike is still getting ready. But we are here today to talk some tech, and a lot of stuff got canceled this week. And it's been pretty crazy. Everybody's pretty much locked in their house. How have you been, George?
I've been extremely well. I've had a very good week. I'm happy with my taxes. Everything is good here.
Yeah, well, if you don't owe the IRS no money, that's a good week, right?
Hey, this is the first year in 3 years I didn't have to pay and pay a lot. So
yeah, the IRS always gets their share. Then they come back for more.
That's true. You know, our politicians need their money.
Yeah. Well, you see, Trump was actually saying he might cut the tax, the payroll tax again to help everybody with this whole thing that's going on.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, it would make sense, but hopefully everybody realizes that when he does that, if you got money, if you didn't get no money this year, you're gonna owe even more next year if he takes less taxes, because he's not gonna even it out at the end of the year. It's just gonna be you owe more money.
Well, that's why I put zero dependence. Mike is here.
Yeah. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, how's everybody? I guess
we were just talking about what is this? The national emergency and the state of emergency. I know we got a state of emergency in New Jersey for the past.
Yeah, I heard that today on the radio. Yeah,
I'm always in an emergency.
Mike is the emergency.
I am the emergency. That's right. That's right. Woo, woo.
Mike is the emergency when he's coming across the bridge from.
I'm sure.
Mike is that's when Mike is the emergency. So every afternoon at 4:30.
Yeah. How's everybody's Friday the 13th? I have a story to tell.
Oh, I forgot about his Friday the 13th. I forgot about that.
And I always do well with 13, but yeah, tell us your story.
I avoided 2 accidents going to work today.
Told you he's the emergency.
I'm telling you, you funny you meant. Yeah, that's what made me think of it too, because I'm coming down the turnpike, last exit. You know, the last exit you pay the toll, and that's the end of the turnpike. Car was in the there's the 2 fast lanes. You don't have to stop; you just zip through.
Right.
This one car was nose first into the guardrail, and part of him covering the one of the 2 fast lanes, and I just had this little voice in my head going, ours already slowing down. It was just really dark, grainy, nasty out.
Right.
And I proceeded to just like, you know what? Let me just move over 1 lane. And sure enough, as soon as I started making that drift over, that car was there. It was like,
wow.
Yeah, wow, is right.
I mean, that was your moment.
You were about to get a new car.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. It was the wife's car I was driving today.
Oh man, that would have been a problem.
Yeah,
that would have been a problem. You're supposed to do that in a little beater, not in a nice car.
Yeah,
so what's that? About to get a new car and a beating.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
So I get off over the bridge. I get on Route 13. I'm heading now. You know, I'm in that 1 lane. I know I stay in this lane all the way up until I make a left turn into the industrial park where I work, and a semi decided to go in my lane, my left lane, and make a right turn across 4 lanes of traffic.
Nice.
Yeah, because he saw the Wawa there. That's what it was. Honest to goodness, there's a side street next to the Wawa, and the truckers all parked there. And he wanted to go to that Wawa. Meanwhile, cars are scrambling all over in front of me. Again, that premonition of normally I kind of romp on the gas and just like a bullet, just go.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to work. I'm like going, anything else?
Yeah, right. You were looking for black cats and ladders.
Yeah, I just stayed away from ladders and I
my
chair.
But you had good luck at least twice on Friday the 13th.
In some way, yes. Yeah. So, who's here? I see Mom in the room.
Yeah, we got Mom. We got Six.
Gadget
we got Gadget Goddess. We got Brian. Nigel.
There's a face I haven't seen in a while. Welcome.
We got Eleanor, George. Cool. Somebody named George is here.
Hey guys, I don't want to jump off. I know we're subjects, but I just saw him when my computer decided to wake up. It refreshed. Apple canceled the WWDC.
They didn't cancel it.
Well,
it's going to be in June.
Oh, okay.
The event is going to be in June, and it's going to be online.
Yeah.
The March event that everybody thought was supposed to happen isn't happening. The Apple never really announced. That's the one that I knew Posner was real excited because he said he was right or whatever. And the phone launch is supposed to be pushed back indefinitely, but I don't know. Apple never really announced it, but
yeah. But man, everybody had their money on it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, they would have lost some money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good thing we ain't bet on that.
Well, that means now I want to do my taxes tomorrow. I want to see what I get or don't get. I heard you guys talking about that too. How
Joe, George did good.
George did good.
First time I haven't had to pay in 3 years, so they're actually paying me for a change.
Wow. Yeah, hopefully I can get that lucky too. I'll find out tomorrow. If I get an iPhone or I'm not getting, or Uncle Sam's getting the iPhone.
If you're getting the iPhone, or if you can buy an iPhone case.
Yeah, exactly. An iPhone case, exactly. So,
but Brian, yesterday on making a comment on my channel, he talked me out of the iPhone 9, and so I'm pretty much committed to the Pixel 4a.
Yeah, George, I don't see why you would buy the iPhone 9 when you have the iPhone 11.
That's what that was his point. He's saying that's a definite downgrade, and
right. I mean, why wouldn't you just wait until the iPhone 12 or whatever they're going to call it, and then trade in and get the newer chip?
Right. So at this point, I'm committed to the Pixel 4a whenever it shows up.
Yeah, with this. That's not even one of the stories that came out after with the 760 processor. Jeez, did you see that?
No.
Google it. Oh no, that's not even the new Pixel. My fault. That's the Pixel 5. They're saying isn't going to have the top of the line Qualcomm.
Yeah, 760.
Yeah, it's going to have a 760. It's not going to have the 865.
Wait a minute. With everybody going 5G, what?
Wasn't Jerome talking about that yesterday? Yeah, right?
It was. I don't know, but I seen an article from Android Police today, like late, like 5:30, that popped up. I said, "Wow, that's typical Google." I guarantee they'll charge $9.99.
But in their defense, I don't think they're going to charge $99.99.
George, that's yes, they are because.
Oh yeah, it's going to be 5G. They're going to have to charge it.
Yeah, but no, I don't even know if it's going to be 5G. But they're going to have the 4A is going to come out. That's going to be the budget one, and then for the flagship, they're still going to charge you $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in a minor defense, keep in mind every sub chip that they've used. Well, the phone has run great, so they have that going for them.
Well, I've been using.
Say it again. What?
Guys, what's that?
Every lower chip that they've used, like the 3A, it's run great.
Yeah, but for people who buy what is the phone, the flagship Pixel, they don't want the lower chip. You know what I mean?
But even about ego.
Yo,
wait, what'd you say?
I said, even if it runs well, is it all about ego?
No, but it's about the specs. That's like saying you can get a Note 10 Lite or a Note 10 Plus. The enthusiasts are going to want the Note 10 Plus. Nobody's going to, you know what I mean?
But
they want the top of the line spec. George, you already know Android is about specs, George.
Well, that's true. You're right about that.
Everybody wants the top specs. So
yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Google, well, you already know when their stuff leaks, it's exactly what the leaks say. So
that's why Apple is smart. Apple just doesn't talk about specs at all, and everybody's happy.
Yeah. Will, you need to check out some of the comments. What were some in here that was that grabbed me? I like Six's comment. Google's smoking that God stuff.
Oh yeah. He said they're smoking the good stuff. Yeah.
I thought it was God. I thought it was God. I'm like, going, and they ain't sharing. Gosh darn it. Mr. Alan Anthony in the room.
What's going on, Alan?
See, See, we gotta bow down. Mr. Mobile Geezer is boss. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
George is balling, man. George is doing it all.
Let's see.
But
I just saw that.
I'll try to find that article once we get going. Mike, you got the stories pulled up, right?
Yes, I got it right.
All right.
All right, I'm going to pull up the first one and share it, and then you can.
The Huawei one we're doing.
Yeah, Huawei.
You want me to take that?
Doesn't matter. Whoever.
Let me get it shared first.
Yeah, I'm waiting for George, Mike.
Yeah, I'm the old guy. You're supposed to wait for me.
Now, Mike, your son had a birthday last week, right? This week? Yeah,
last Sunday we celebrated.
Where did y'all go to? Adelphia's?
Yeah, we went to Adelphia's.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was good. Yeah. It wasn't pretty good. It was good. It was, it's always a great affair when the whole family gets together and everybody gets along. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. When it came down to paying the bill, we just decided to do it this way, and it just worked out. It was nice. It was really great. So, and my son's starting to realize that he's getting old, and I realize I'm getting old. Come on, it's hard to say that my son's 35, and it's just like I remember when he was, 4.
Mike, that's the secret, Mike. You got to not acknowledge it.
Okay.
After a certain age, you got to just forget that you're having birthdays, man.
Yeah. I guess.
You got to get to the point where you go to the doctor and they be like, "How old are you?" and you forget. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you got to stay. You got to stay young. It's all in your head. Ain't that true, George?
No, because as I've gotten older, I've gotten healthier, so I'm very proud of my age.
Oh yeah.
Well, George, once we get like you, then we can admit our age.
My mom always promotes that, even though she's 78, she's still the rest of me is still 25 in her.
There you go.
Especially mentally. So
there's a guy at my job. He's got to be maybe 74, 75. So when the coronavirus stuff started, his granddaughter said, "You got to be careful, Grandpa. The coronavirus is going after the elderly and young kids and babies." And he said, "Well, when I get old, I'll tell you."
There you go. Good for him. Good for him.
That's how you got to be.
But you can't run that for the elderly. You got two athletes on the Utah Jazz that both have it. So
267.
Yeah, you see that?
Oh man,
he'll be there. Yeah, surprised he didn't show up for Adelphia's with his Pixel. You ready? You want me to? You ready?
Yeah, come on, you ready?
Huawei is finally losing momentum in the smartphone market. I just caught my eye. Does it show up on here on the stream? Does it show up above? Go roll to the top. I want just something. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, it does show. Android Authority readers supported. When you buy through the links on our site, we may earn affiliate commission.
I think they must have created that. I've never seen that before.
I never saw that too. I was just like, Anyway, sorry. Let me continue on.
Okay.
Huawei enjoying a pretty successful 2019 despite the trade ban, as it was able to certify and launch several devices with Google Play services before the ban kicked off in May. But it was always a question of bracing for 2020, and seemed like the firm is expecting a significant downturn in fortunes. Now, the information was reported that HT, what does HT stand for?
I have no idea.
I guess they're giving props to Engadget. That Huawei expects smartphone sales to drop by 20% in 2020, primarily due to the trade ban. The outlet said the information was shared with several managers in consumer division, citing people familiar with the matter. In fact, the information's sources specify that the anticipated decline is due to much weaker expected sales in Europe and other foreign markets, The outlet reports the Huawei expects sales of roughly 190 million smartphones in 2020 versus just 240 million in 2019. The trade ban takes effect. Dun, dun, dun. This news wouldn't be a surprise, though, as Huawei was able to certify plenty of its devices for Google Play services support prior to the U.S. trade ban in May. Devices that made the cut in Google support included the P30 flagship, the budget-focused P Smart in 2019, the pop-up toting Y9 Prime in 2019, and the Nova 5T and several other Honor devices. Stop. I'm having trouble. Okay. And it was therefore able to lean on these certification devices when the ban took hold, keeping foreign consumers and retail partners happy. But 2020 will mark the first year of no new devices receiving Google Play services support if the current situation stays the same throughout 2020. Instead, Huawei is running its Huawei mobile service platform on the devices. So not a surprise that reportedly expected weaker sales as it forces to either ship new devices without Google service framework or rebrand older devices that have been certified. Either way, consumers are looking for Huawei phones are stuck having to choose no Google Play services, but with 2020 hardware, or last year's hardware with Google services. And with rival brands like Samsung, Xiaomi, and Oppo offering Google support and new hardware, it's clear that Huawei will be on the back foot. All eyes will be on the Huawei's P40 series launch on May 22nd, which will March 22nd, which will be the first P series flagship without Google support. It follows the Mate 30 series launch as a second flagship without Google certification, but the P40 is expected to see a wider launch than the Mate 30 family, making it the first truly big test for Huawei. Would you buy a P40 series phone without Google support if it met all your hardware expectations? Let us know in the comments. So, comments.
For me, the answer is no.
No. Well, I need to win my cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy no.
No. See, that's the gray area. Go ahead, go get a Huawei.
Okay. They don't count because it's not Google anymore. Right?
I'll play fair. Think about it. Let's look at it. All right. By the way, I'm sorry, Will. The meatballs were gone.
Yeah, I was like, "Where's my meatballs at?"
No. Next time I'll let you know.
Yeah.
They sell hoagies.
I don't want no hoagie. I wanted the meatball because y'all had like 600 and something meatballs. I forget.
Yeah, we did.
No, I never saw the number. I saw the meatballs.
No, he said how many contestants there was. And
For 15 contestants, everybody had to bring in 40 meatballs.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
A lot of meatballs.
600 meatballs, yeah.
All right. Big question. How many meatballs did you eat?
I can only muster four. Four?
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I had a salad and I had some other stuff. And beer. It was good. Sorry, didn't mean to. I just saw the comment. I'm like going, how were the meatballs? So it was good. It all went for a good cause, by the way. They all went for a good cause. All money was raised for
You see your wife's comments.
Yeah, there you go.
Ate them all. No. I had help with your cousin.
He tried to say he only had 4.
Yeah,
4 in the first 20 minutes, right?
Shut up.
Or four before you left the house.
Gary's not like Gary. So Mike lost count after 60. Gadget Goddess. Let's see. We shall see. Is all I say. That's right. She's into that Huawei stuff, isn't she? Too. She gets those phones, right?
Last year and it didn't happen. Google has also applied to get services back on Huawei devices recently, but I'm biased. My Mate 30 Pro has Google Play. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Well,
and you saw Brian said he's just not trusting Huawei.
I know. I guess I wouldn't. I mean,
I've never used a Huawei phone besides the one. What was it?
Well, I have two.
What was that phone? The one that gave me some money. The 6P.
6P.
But from
Right.
seeing their launcher, I don't like it. I don't think I would like it.
Well, George, you got the SE still, right?
Yes, I still have the SE, and I still have the Huawei Mate 9.
Oh, you have a Mate 9.
Yes, I've had the Mate 9 since it came out. You know. But yeah, I'm not going to trust them. And plus the fact right now the government has literally taken them to court, actually charging them with something. So I don't see things getting much better anytime soon. You know.
Yeah.
Well, in the focus of that article was they're pinning it on that doesn't have Google Play services.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much of a big disaster is that really? If they could get the developers to support it,
And the developers are saying they're generally not going to support it, as far as what I've read.
You know what though, George? I'm pretty surprised because when the whole thing happened with Google, I remember everybody kept saying, "Well, Huawei doesn't need America." You know what I mean?
Well, they didn't as long as they had Google services, yeah.
Yeah, but people were saying it anyway. Like they were going to be fine without, because they were going to make their own mobile OS,
Right.
and they were going to
They were
have
saying
sell.
that the whole time when Huawei had nothing but phones with Google services.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But even in the run up to that, they were saying it, but they were like, Huawei sells so many phones that they'll be able to get developers to support them because.
And Huawei is disagreeing with that since they expected a 20% drop.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, they killed Europe last year. That's true. You know.
Yeah.
well, I'm always of the. I know. I'm having a pipe dream, but I'm always pulling for another OS. I'm always feel that just having these two is not good for things. I think they need a little competition.
Remember, we've had BlackBerry, we've had Microsoft.
Mike, the problem is nobody else wants another OS.
And yeah,
I mean, people are used to what they know.
I guess
And if you gotta think about it, Mike. Most Android people don't know what they're running anyway. They'll be like, I use Samsung. They don't even know, you know what I mean?
Right.
So they think that's its own OS, and the way Samsung does it kind of is.
What software version she's running? Go ahead. Hey Pat, what Android software you running?
Oh, boy.
That's why I'm busting her chops, but she doesn't know.
Lollipop.
Are you supposed to pick on your wife in a live broadcast?
Trust me, there'll be payback. Don't worry, I'll get her right over here one day. Okay, that'll be really a hoot. That'll be a heck of a Friday night stream.
I gotta think Nigel is not in here anymore because he hasn't said.
Oh yeah, he'd be.
Yeah.
Mike, she's running. Stop.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Gary said it.
Oh god.
OS is very important. Yeah, I think Huawei should have known that. It's just that Huawei got themselves in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't even. Yeah. Well, remember when they first came out and they had all them, they were releasing all those statements, and then they came right out and were like, it was a mistranslation. We didn't say we were going away from Google. So, and then they kept saying that they had their OS ready and it was coming.
Yeah, they had a lot of braggadocious type statements that they could do without Google and blah blah blah. Well, if they're expecting a 20% drop, I don't think they can back that up.
My wife.
What?
Guys, I got to jump off. I got it. My wife.
What?
See her comment?
Yeah.
What's the black
dot? What is that?
She calls me and goes, Mike, I got this black dot on my phone. I don't know what this is for. What's this about? And I'm thinking that, she has a million notifications. You ever look at sometimes the notifications? It'll show 1 and all of a sudden a little dot. I don't know. I have them on my phone. But I go, what? And she goes, she points to the selfie camera.
Wow.
She goes,
wow.
Pat,
Wow.
Her defense, ever since she had the phone, she's normally had something in that area was.
okay. Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
Funny. And she goes, I've never seen that before. Well, she's got a green from St. Patty's Day, like a green background, St. Patty's theme. So it's green with this big black dot.
Oh my gosh.
Dave, I'm sorry, honey.
She thought her phone was broke.
Yeah.
He was about to call Samsung and be like, my wife has a black dot on her phone.
She's talking to me from the other room. She goes, I got this black dot over here. And she's describing like, oh no, dead pixel.
Latest comment. She's telling us all to chill out now.
That would be a pretty big dead pixel.
Yeah, that'd be a big dead.
Right in the center.
Love you, honey.
Oh man.
Love you.
That's funny.
Anyway,
wow. So Mike, good thing she didn't have the Pixel 3 XL.
Why is
she wouldn't know what that thing was in the middle of the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man.
Will, did you see Gary's comment about the cheap phones?
Which one? Oh wow. No, hold on. Too many Android users have cheap phone, my brother. Wow, a Nokia 3.1C. Wow.
Yeah. Even I wouldn't go as far down as a 3.1C, but hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's the price was right for him.
Yeah, they probably gave it to him for free.
Absolutely.
I got to see what that phone is. I don't even know what that is.
Well, I have the Nokia 6.1 and the 7.1, but that's about, I wouldn't say half of those phones, but it's well below those two phones.
Wow, yeah, that's free on Cricket.
Yep.
Good night, Pat. See, we drove her away.
I know.
Yeah, well, Mike's teasing her about the black dot on the phone.
No, it was her idea. Remember,
she wasn't gonna stay too long. Jeez.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. Huawei, that's pretty crazy.
It was free on Cricket. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's what also. That's why we have a plethora of, hardly anything going on phones, and people just come to
Wow, look at the bezels on that thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow, that's like the first Pixel.
But I've had coworkers say, coworkers are not into phones. I thought I'll just take whatever free phone they offer me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that thing is huge.
Yeah,
Mike, you got to Google that. That thing looks.
I've seen it before.
Like the first Pixel.
Does it? Does it? I almost
the bezel.
When I was playing around with AT&T as a carrier, I almost was trying to hold out for that phone to see if I can get it for free. But
wow.
Yeah, well, you see Mike trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Like you're not on the couch.
She's not making you no cookies, Mike. No cookies for you on Easter. Nothing for you.
She's still watching. She's lurking probably.
Oh man. All right, let's see.
I want to put it out there. Look, everybody, no super chat, but thumb up the video, share.
Yeah, I don't got to ask her for no money. I don't need no.
Will 103. Will.
Yeah, I know. You see that?
Whoa,
getting up there.
I like it.
We got 200 next week.
It's coming.
I can tell you.
I'm working on it. How many do you got, Mike? I can't believe you're not at 1,000 yet. That's
I know. I'm here. I'm here doing my thing. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got. I know I went up a little bit after one of the streams. All of a sudden,
Mike, you see what Gary said. The cheap phones are the main reason for the fragmentation.
I agree with that.
There's truth.
The truth has been around forever.
Truth in that, yeah.
Cheap phones, I think.
Right now, I bet you find in those cheap
those cheap phones and LG. LG causes a lot of fragmentation too.
Yeah.
LG,
anybody who doesn't update their phone in a decent enough time. I'd say like 4 to 6 months should be like the ideal time. It shouldn't take longer than that. Once you get beyond that, it's pretty bad.
It's a shame. They got an interesting phone this year, but
yeah, they got it on some videos and everything.
Yeah,
but nobody's gonna buy it.
I'm somewhat fascinated by that phone, but I don't want to spend that money.
And George, I wouldn't spend the money. I would spend the money if they're going to support it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I know I'm going to get a decent iPhone, and I'm going to have support, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the update list? TJ put an update list on Twitter. He said the rumor is all the way back to the 6S is going to get 14. That's what he said. Yeah.
I'm going to get me a 6S Plus.
Go get a 7 Plus, Mike.
I'm going to go cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Upgrade to that.
Will, I see you're agreeing with Brian's comment, but didn't Samsung do a lot better job in the last 6 months or so as far as updates?
Yeah, their update speed, but the fact that they're still that $1,400 phone is only going to get like 2 updates. That's
true.
That's lousy, man. That's lousy.
Thinking of it that way.
They didn't throw a bone. They didn't throw you a bone by adding another year. And these phones are capable.
At least LG gives you a free TV.
You see what Nick says about the LG phone?
Yeah, it'll drop. The price will drop.
Yeah.
Speaking of 6, I don't know if 6 wants to discuss his deal he got. 6 got a crazy deal.
What do you get?
Tell us.
What do you get? Yeah.
6? Do you want to talk about it in the chat?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I couldn't believe it when I seen his post. I said, wow. Huh?
Spill the beans. Spill the beans. I didn't see.
Hold on. You got to look at 6's Instagram.
No, okay.
You see it, George? You see what he got?
Get out of
here. I did. I saw the Twitter post.
Yeah. At first, I thought he had like took a picture of something else. I was like, is he at a store? And I looked at it. I was like, wow.
Did he had 4 photos on that one. Yeah. I saw it today while I was working.
Yeah.
So what kind of deal did he get on it?
The Star Wars edition. He saved, I think he said he saved like, what is that, $1,300?
Right.
He saved like $600 on that.
That's awesome.
Would buy brand new, but from Samsung?
Nah, from Swapper.
Really?
And looking at the pictures, it does look really sweet.
Yeah, the Star Wars edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a real good deal. But even
look at Brian's comments.
Brian's Samsung just $400 upcharge. Yeah, for 5G.
For 5G.
I wonder
5G is going to hit us with it.
I know we talked about the Pixel coming with that different chip. I wonder if they put that chip in there because they're not going 5G.
Yeah,
they don't have to raise the price.
That's true. They can't go 5G with that chip, can they?
Yeah, I don't know if that was one of the ones that they said. Remember when Qualcomm did their thing with the 5G, they said there was the 865, and then they said there was another one.
Oh, that's right. There was a lesser one.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is the lesser chip. Maybe that's why they're doing it, because they don't want to raise the price. Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
There it is. It looks sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I don't know why. That one just looks good right there.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. Party people. It's an house.
What is in here?
Party people. Oh, so do we skip the next story because the party people are here?
You ready?
No, Will has to read that story.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Mike, I thought about you when I saw this one because I remember you were so frustrated with the
with what?
With the mouse support, remember?
The
with the original mouse support, you were really upset.
Yeah, I gotten over it. I saw that iPad is very nice. That is a very nice iPad for the price.
All right, this article's from
about the chip. It's the Qualcomm X55. That's the lesser chip.
Oh, okay, so it's not that one.
Right. Right.
So they're not going 5G if they put that chip in.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
Not with the
Well, people are going to complain about that.
Yeah.
People are going to find something to complain about.
And they're going to put a 2,000 milliamp battery in it too.
Stop, Mike. Don't say that. Give Google a break.
Wait a minute. What are you telling me?
Give Google a break. Give them a break.
Yo, George, he's getting soft on us. George.
They might get it right. They might get it right this year. Even though, did you see how ugly that phone looks, Mike?
No,
it really.
Mike,
I posted it. I posted it in Telegram, and the thing, it looks like a face for real. It really looks like a face. All right. This story is from Apple Insider. iPad users could gain enhanced mouse support in iPad OS 14. The iPad's existing mouse support could be further built out in iOS 14 and iPad OS, with code references strongly suggesting Apple will be increasing support for the peripherals in the next major release of the mobile operating systems. During the initial betas for iOS 13, it was discovered that Apple had included the ability to use a mouse to control an iPad, including clicking and manipulating the home screen using the input peripheral. While the support is still included in the full release version, the feature is included more for accessibility, allowing those unable to use the touchscreen to still be able to interact with the mobile devices. In code for iOS 14 seen by 9 to 5 Mac, Apple will be building out its support for mice in the next milestone version of iPad OS expected later this year. The support will make the mouse work much more like it does within Mac OS, such as the cursor changing from the standard arrow to a hand or other symbols depending on what is being hovered over. Apple may make some changes to make touch inputs work more like a mouse via gestures. It is proposed the two-fingered tap of the display could function similar to the mouse's right click. At the same time, Apple is thought to be still leaning towards posing the iPad as a touch-centric interface, even with a mouse connected to it, by making the cursor disappear from the screen after a few seconds of being still. The code also seemingly links into earlier reports that Apple is preparing to introduce an iPad Pro keyboard that has a built-in trackpad. According to the code references, there are two new smart keyboard model identifiers, with mentions seeming to imply a typical layout of a trackpad being closer to the user than the keyboard. Apple won't be the first to consider adding a trackpad to an iPad keyboard. The Bridge Pro included a trackpad as a part of the iPad Pro keyboard.
All right, so you're the resident big Apple user. How much is this news? Is it a big impact in your opinion?
What, that if they put that the mouse support?
Yeah.
If they I think people will love that.
Okay. I know I would like it, but I don't really use my Mac much or my iPad.
Your iPad.
My
iPad. but for people who bought like an iPad Pro and they use it as a computer, mouse support is what they've been, like real mouse support is what they've been dying to get.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Let me see. Brian said, how much longer will the A10 chip on the budget iPad receive updates? The new budget iPad is probably going to get updates. I don't remember what the A10 phone is. Which phone has the A10? What are we on? A13? So that must be A10. This is A13 now.
We're on 13 right now, yeah.
The 13. So that means the XS is the 12, the 11. So that's the iPad. That's the iPhone 8 probably. So yeah, that's probably got like 3 more years.
September 2016.
Yeah, that's probably going to get like 3 more years.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's like an iPhone 8.
The what iPad? What generation iPad?
It has the chip.
He's saying it has the A10 chip in it.
Right. And he's saying that was with the 7. Yeah.
He's saying the chip is ancient at this point. He's saying the iPad is the iPad is new. The chip is old, but I think they'll still support it. Yeah, they'll probably still support it for a while. Yeah. Especially since when they refreshed it, they basically just they kept everything the same and changed the iPhone. The A10 is it the 7? What's going on, Big House? Is it the 7 or the 8?
7 when you were talking about it.
It might be the 7 then.
Yeah.
Because the X, I mean the
Don't they
11
modify
is the
that
13.
chip? Don't they modify that A10 chip for the iPad itself? Oh no, hold on.
They did it for the Pro. Like I think the latest iPad Pro I think has an A12X chip or something.
Okay. According to Wikipedia, the A10 is in the iPhone 7, 7 Plus,
Oh, okay.
2018 6th gen iPad, iPad Touch for 2019 7th gen, and iPad 2019, which is what I got. Okay, so I got an 8. Okay. A10X Fusion, I guess, is for the iPads.
Yeah, and I have the iPad 2019 also. So, yeah.
George, you're cutting in and out. Or is it just me? Is it Mike? Is he doing it for you?
Sometimes freezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the matter, George? You got the air conditioning on? You're frozen.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Let it go, Mike.
Let it go. Nice.
Oh man.
Were you able to hear it? There you go.
Okay, good.
6. I think your iPad Pro is definitely going to get the next update. I think you're definitely going to get the next update.
So, Brian, I don't know if Brian you were concerned, but that's the thing about Apple. I can't argue, man. Apple is going to support those devices for a long time. Long time.
That's what Apple does. Thank God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the base iPad though is like a steal.
Yeah.
What is it, like $329?
Something like that.
$49, something like that.
Yeah, that's the one.
Especially with them adding.
You got to be a real light
user. The one George got.
You got to be a real light user because I think it's only 32 gigs.
But you can get a higher storage option, and then with all the support for you can plug a drive into it. You know what I mean? So
that's what this is. Wait a minute, I bought one of these. I don't know if you can see it.
He said his iPad Mini 2 still works. I know the iPad Mini 2. I know that stopped getting support. I think last year.
Oh, so with his comments.
Was it last year or the year before? Something like that. Because that's the one my kids had.
Kids still have it?
No, they broke it, man.
No, do you remember he told us they broke it.
They broke it.
Did they?
And I remember I was gonna get them a.
Oh, did you get the phones?
I got the phones, the 7s from Walmart.
And you see, Leo defending the Android side.
The Pixel Slate, the Pixel Slate is solid. Yeah, I know when they dropped the price, everybody said that was the time to get it. Initially, it was priced high.
Yeah, it was too high in the beginning, but yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about the Pixel Slate.
Yeah. If Google would just come out with it priced right at the beginning, they wouldn't have all these problems with selling.
Now it's Chromebooks. Chromebooks is the thing.
What?
What the heck?
Gary. Gary.
I'll say
Gary being Gary.
Hey, George, you said you're not using your iPad. I mean, I
use it, but I haven't had time to learn it and play with it.
George, you know why you don't use it? You probably don't use it because you keep your iPhone in your pocket, right?
Yes, my two now.
That's the thing. To use the iPad, you have to put the iPhone down. You gotta put the iPhone on a charger somewhere and have the iPad in another room so that you pick it up and use it. Otherwise,
the iPad for most is when I want to stream something or when I want to look at it on the screen. It's a lot more beautiful watching it on the iPad than any phone I have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish I had time to learn it more, but I'm always dealing with my phones and it just takes up too much time between work and that and exercise.
I know the iPad Pro, I never used the one 6 got, but the latest model is crazy. Right. That screen is nice because that's got the 120 hertz and the bezels are real thin. That's what I'm saying. If they put real mouse support, the people who have that iPad are gonna love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Yes, especially with the 120 hertz.
Because it'll be that's what everybody wants to use it to say they don't need to buy a computer. You know what I mean?
But,
with all the features and stuff they added.
Right.
Yeah, but Apple is they'll try to be careful because then they're going to.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that they're gonna really add mouse support because it'll be like competing with their
Mac.
MacBook Air. Yeah, especially because they're priced the same, and the iPad's got a better camera. You know,
somebody's probably gonna say, "Gee, what a Mickey Mouse move this is."
How much is the iPad going for now?
The base one.
The base one,
or like $329.
I think that's
like a base model. I think that's like a 10-inch or a 9-inch, something like that.
Well, the new one got bigger by like a half-inch. I think they made the screen half-inch bigger.
Yeah, 6. That the iPad Pro with the 120 hertz. Wait till the price drops and everybody will swap and start throwing it.
Something most of us can afford, though.
Well, you can get one now, I think, from Best Buy with like 64 gigs of storage for like $6 something if you just want the Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm on.
That comes with the new. It's got the iPhone XS cameras and everything. So you get.
Yeah. You say something to me, my mind says that's 1 or 2 phones I could get. You know, that's how I look at things.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, you already got an iPad, so you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, $329, and then if you go to the 128 gig is $429. But Best Buy is always having a sale. They're always knocking.
Catch an open box at Best Buy.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
that's what I did. That's what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, my turn to read one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This I just want you to know, for me, I disagree with this article, but that's just me. This is only
well, look who it's from, David Roddick. So he's always
well. All right, Samsung should drop Qualcomm's bad fingerprint scanner technology.
Excuse me, George. George, what's that hole? What's that hole in the center right there? I'm sorry.
The dead pixel.
It's because I'm such a wholesome guy.
Man, that's on top of his game today.
All right. Qualcomm, okay, the drum finally came. Qualcomm and Samsung had over a year to get this ultrasonic tech right. They still can't. So far, I really like the Samsung Galaxy S20, so do I. I love its rich, vibrant, and buttery smooth 120 hertz display. I love its excellent performance thanks to the new Samsung 865 chip. I love how quickly it charges. It's more modest size compared to the 20 Plus and the Ultra. And I love the improved haptic feedback experience. It's a good phone. Unfortunately, it still has one of the worst features of its predecessor, Qualcomm's ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. And may I say, when he talks about how quickly it charges, boy, does this S20 charge really fast. And I haven't even taken their charger out of the box. Just wanted to mention that. When I first heard the Galaxy S20 would inherit the same fingerprint scanner, literally the same exact part, I was hesitant. The Galaxy S10 series was marred by this scanner, so much that Samsung tried multiple times to fix it with various patches. None of them appreciably improved the performance of the scanner, and Samsung took its licks from reviewers and customers alike. It certainly didn't ruin the phones, but it was a black eye Samsung really didn't need, especially given most of its competitors like OnePlus ended up using more reliable optical scanners. After a few days with the Galaxy S20, I am sad to report that the experience is essentially unchanged from the Galaxy S10. When the fingerprint scanner works, it works, but frequently it doesn't. I had an app actually lock me out of additional scanning attempts this morning, despite trying my right thumb at about every possible angle, and yes, both thumbs are unrolled twice. After years of fast, reliable, capacitive fingerprint scanners, Qualcomm's ultrasonic technology feels like a regression in every meaningful metric. It's just not good. I also understand that some people think the ultrasonic scanner is fine, but with all due respect, no phones enjoy the level of complaint Samsung's do when it comes to fingerprint scanner problems. The threads are essentially never-ending for the S10 and Note 10 families, such that even I was surprised at just how many I was able to find with even the most cursory of Googling. To suggest that Samsung's Onyx scanner is just as good as anybody else's optical scanner is not an argument that can be made in good faith. It's simply wrong. Initially, I was hopeful that Samsung's faith in Qualcomm's tech would reward consumers with the newer, much larger version of the scanner that Qualcomm announced late last year. But no phone has yet been announced that uses this part, and if Samsung does end up using it on the Galaxy Note line later this year, I believe S20 owners will feel rightfully miffed that Samsung's premier phone didn't get it first. I gotta agree with that. But this is neither here nor there, considering better affordable technology exists right now that Samsung could have utilized. The current generation of optical in-screen fingerprint readers are just as fast as ultrasonic and much more reliable in all but a few edge cases like direct sunlight. It really does baffle me that Samsung insisted on using Qualcomm's tech again. Was it pricing, supply chain availability, exclusivity? Whatever reason Samsung had, the end result is an inferior experience for consumers who should be demanding better. This isn't the first biometric misstep Samsung has made either. Its iris scanning technology that debuted on the Note 7 was a cool party trick, but troublesome to actually use. Everybody agreed with that. Be it face recognition or simply a different fingerprint scanner, I hope Samsung does better next time. Now, I do agree the optical fingerprint scanners, like on the OnePlus 7 Pro, are way better, but I'm not having an issue with the fingerprint scanner on the S20, and I don't find that it doesn't work much of the time. It works almost every time. I'd say 90-something% of the time for me, but I have seen other say the same type of thing. So maybe I just have the right touch.
When I had the Note 10,
right,
the fingerprint scanner, I don't know if you remember, Mike, I kind of told you that I would do the smart lock, the fingerprint scanner. Basically, I didn't rely on it to unlock my phone. I used the face because it wasn't fast enough.
For your 10?
No, when I had the Note 10, I used the face unlock because the fingerprints, it was like when you get used to touching the thing on the back, you know what I mean? Or a OnePlus, the Note, or the Samsung ones, the under display kind of, they seem kind of slow to me.
Yep.
Like you have to actually hold your finger on it.
You know what I do? So, my wife and I fought over her Note 10. I'm looking at Brian's comment too. And this is going to sound crazy. Only time and the only way to get her fingerprint to and her and mine to work is we found our thumbs are a little sometimes too dry.
Okay.
I had to do this, wipe it on my shirt to just get the moisture off, and it works. You have to moisten your finger to use it.
Weird.
But I do and then I go to my OnePlus.
Right.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
For me, it always works.
It always works. Sometimes a little slow, but it works.
Anyway, I don't think I'm having the issue with the S20 that others are having, but I guess, I am the exception, near as I can tell.
But now I see Six's comment. Face ID does spoil you. I mean, George, what do you think?
I didn't even set up Face ID on the S20 until yesterday.
No. It's Face ID for your iPhone.
Oh yeah,
that does it all.
It's the best there is, in my opinion. I wish everybody would put that on their phones.
I mean, Face ID isn't as fast as tapping the back of the phone, but
Face ID on the Apple
though.
On the Apple phone.
Yeah, on the iPhone, like it's still faster to use your finger, but Face ID is kind of like you have to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like you pull the phone out, and when it's working, as soon as you you look at your phone and it's unlocked.
Yeah,
it's kind of like once you get used to it, it's hard to go back to. That's what I'm saying. Like going to go to like a Note 10 where you have to deliberately hold your finger on the screen or whatever. It's kind of, and you got to find the spot.
I should add that since I put the Face ID on, and I did it yesterday in the daytime, so I used it all night. I used it today, but I am finding that the more reliable of the two is the fingerprint scanner, as opposed to because the face unlock doesn't unlock once in a while, and I'm finding this fingerprint scanner does. So,
how many people fingerprints are changing due to dry skin from? Oh yeah,
that's could be because it does dry your skin out. That's for sure. There's a lot of alcohol in there, you know.
That's true. But that's the only trick I can say. I'm like, I remember it was not long ago. It was
How did you come up with that? I would have never thought of that.
Because I'm like, I know my thumb would work all the time, and I'm like like now it's dried out. I know it wouldn't work because I got washing our hands and all. You know what I mean? My skin's all chapped and all. Yeah. And it was in the middle of one of the colder days just recently we had back in January. It was January. Right. And I catch my wife, she'll do it, and it works when she needs it. I'm trying to get her to use.
Can't do that now with the coronavirus.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get her to use Samsung Pay because you need that to work. It won't, you need that. I'm trying to get her to get on the Samsung Pay train.
Oh, by the way, you guys know that I use Google Pay, but for the first time, the day before yesterday, I used Apple Pay for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to start using Samsung Pay.
I'm going to tell you, George, go to Samsung Pay's portion in your phone. There are deals. There are deals in there that go and get you more points or give you cash back.
Okay, I didn't know they still had them because I remember Will saying that the deals had gone down or something, right, Will?
Well, no, you know what went down, George? They would give you like rewards. Like in the beginning, when Samsung Pay first came out, I guess it was it the S7 or I forget if it was the S7 or the S8, whatever it was. They had like Samsung would give you like if you used it, you could use it to have entries in the raffles, and that's how I won the desktop.
You don't have that
for free. Right. Like they took those away, but like a lot of stores and stuff still have promotions where if you use Samsung Pay at Lowe's, you might save 5%. Before, Mike, do they still have it where they have like if you use, let's say, Capital One 3 times, they give you $25 on a Samsung card?
I haven't gotten that yet. Maybe they have it and I didn't discover it. But I'm just knowing that
they wouldn't discover it was Capital One. Oh,
I knew I was gonna go there. Oh.
I couldn't resist.
Yeah, I'm with you, George. But I know for Walmart, because I do a bit of shopping on Walmart and Walmart grocery and just shopping in general. You purchase things online, I get 3% back.
Okay.
And a few other things. I'm trying to remember. I know Walmart just sticks out in my mind right now.
I'm going to have to start using that this weekend.
Yeah, you're going to find though, George. You're going to find that Samsung Pay is great for those places that the people go, oh, that don't work here, and you go and find it the sweet spot,
and it works.
And then that look like, what was that? Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mike should be a spokesperson because I've seen more Twitter posts.
I tell you, because I gotta. What drives me crazy is, is that Apple? You're going to use Apple Pay, and it's like
they always think it's that.
Come on, man, come on.
Yeah.
It's
like Kleenex. Everybody just says Kleenex.
Everybody says, "Yep."
Apple's almost the same. That's true.
Yeah, but at least it works, Mike. That's all.
Yes, it does.
Will, didn't you always say that Samsung Pay was the best of the bunch?
Yeah, Samsung Pay was the best one. Now I know everybody's promoting. LG has their own thing, which is basically the same, but LG again, they don't really promote it.
They don't promote it, and they're late to the party.
They had talked about it. I think when the G6 came out, and then I guess they pushed out an update not too long ago and put it on their phones, but they're like years late, and they don't talk about it at all.
You see what Brian says? Mike is a Samsung Pay rep. Mike wishes he was.
Wait a minute. I never responded, which I should. I got an actual tweet from Lowe's. My last tweet about it, and Lowe's said wanted to know what store and what time and who. Yeah, they want to know
somebody fired
because they said, oh yeah, we do take Samsung Pay. We want to educate. I think the word educate. I got to look, and I got to be.
Them workers are going to be upset with you now.
Calling out the most employees. Okay.
Yeah, Mike's a tattletale.
Exactly.
Next time you go, there's going to be even less people to help you find that thing you're looking for.
Yeah. You're going to say there was that rat bastard.
Now I know I'm old, but you know what just struck me, Will?
What?
I was surprised that somebody your age even knew what tattletale meant. I think of that from my era, not yours.
Here we go. This is from Lowe's tweeting back at me. I'm sorry to hear this. We have accepted Samsung Pay for a while now. May I ask which location you were visiting? I would like to ensure the staff is better educated on this matter.
You got somebody in serious trouble.
What was that, Mike? I think they need to worry about the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They need to forget about Samsung Pay. There's more important things to worry about. Get some sanitizer in the store.
Patricia's going to put a black dog in Mike's face. Doesn't he mean a black dot? Yeah. He just changed it. Okay.
Damn autocorrect.
Yeah. My mind is saying black dog. Wait, that's a Led Zeppelin song. Come on.
Yeah. Stitches get stitches. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I love those times. I'll never forget the one time I went to use Samsung Pay at the post office, and she says, "Oh, that's not going to work." And I'm like, "Oh, it's going to work." And I swipe, and what? Ding! She goes, "Oh, I need your number for that. I don't think it's going to work." I go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and she typed it in, and she goes, "Ding!" And all of a sudden, the receipt came out, and the transaction finalized. She goes, "I never saw it work like that before." I go, I said, "See ya."
Mike is going around the country.
That's right. I'm doing all I can. I need how many taps you need to do to keep platinum status? Like 20 or 30, I forget.
They still have that?
Yeah,
they still have the platinum and all that.
Yeah. You gotta. I always try to keep it the highest rating. So I'm tapping Dickens out everywhere. So once I know I made my platinum, then I might curb it. But
you might as well though because it works everywhere. So it's
What kind of reward do you get for platinum?
The percentages, the points, the points.
They give you more points.
More points, yeah.
Okay.
See, George, if you jumped on it in the beginning,
right?
They had so many things. Like you could get gift cards, for restaurants and stuff like direct from Samsung. Right. And they had raffles for TVs and all.
See, I admit, I'm guilty. Exactly what Will's going like, Mike, they got all this guy, and I'm here, stubborn old fart here, not you, not calling you, but I wanted Google Pay. I wanted to use Google Pay. I didn't want.
Mike did not want to use it.
Same thing.
See, for me, I only use Google Pay because it's the one I used first, so of course it got easy for me.
Yeah, but George, Google Pay is like compared to Samsung Pay, it's the same thing, but Google doesn't really give you much for using it. Exactly. They do have some promotions though, but you got to dig into the app to find it.
Wait a minute, and Will, to go to those terminals that don't take Google Pay because of that MST.
Oh yeah.
That's just a win. Big win.
Just about everywhere, right?
Yeah, you can use it just about everywhere except for like the gas station.
Right.
Oh no, Will, the Wawa over here, over by where I live. The pump's got the little tap.
Oh, okay. See, certain ones have it then. Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Well, our beans were not self-serve, but
we don't
set up. The pumps are set up for self-serve.
See what Paul says? Exactly. Education from Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. We don't pump gas in New Jersey.
Nope.
That's true. You're not allowed to, are you?
We're spoiled. Yeah.
You know, funny you say that, George. I got a company gas card, and ever since I'm like giving them, showing this, because I got to put my code in. They go, okay, you got, they like act like, yeah, you pump your own gas. Weird.
Yeah, because they don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's
I'm
weird.
trying to stop my phone. Can you hear the music?
Yeah.
Because Google decided I said something and decided to play a song, and I had to restart the phone to stop.
There are all those gizmos in that room right now.
Google's listening.
Google,
to your
Alexa.
That's true.
All George needs now is a HomePod.
Actually, I don't have Alexa in this room, so I'm good there.
Oh, you're good? Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
what else?
So
What else we
George, you're good with the fingerprint scanner, huh?
Ooh.
Yes. The fingerprint scanner is fine for me, but like I said, I just don't seem to have the problems that other people have. But since I've read about them in more than one place, I guess other people are having,
Yeah, I think a lot of people were hoping that they made the area like bigger and kind of designated where your finger was supposed to go.
Right.
But I think they were used, because OnePlus, it needs the light for it to work, so it lights up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Different technology.
Hey, George, let me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead.
Your Pixel 3a. Have you find it a little bit laggy at times?
Not a bit. I just used it used it yesterday. Oh, let's put it this way. If it is, I haven't noticed it. Okay. But I haven't seen anything. I can't say for sure it hasn't done it, but I'm not seeing it.
One day last week, and I've been using it quite a bit, courtesy of Mint Mobile. I've been using it quite a bit, and at times when I really don't have, I got a lot of apps running. I don't like clear all the apps out, and I had a few stutters that surprised me. It really did.
Okay.
I mean, minute. I mean, I'm only going basing because the OnePluses. I did 2 OnePluses and the S9. I was like, oh, look at that! It stuttered a little bit.
I can't say that you're wrong, because when I turn on my 3A at this point, I'm turning it on for a few minutes. I'm turning it on every few days. So there's never any number of apps running.
You're not really putting it hard through his paces.
Right. So you could be absolutely right, and I wouldn't even notice that.
I will say though, because I just saw another article about the 4A coming out. That I forgot my work phone one day. So I had sent out an email to the company, to the people who normally call me saying, hey, use this phone number. I left my work phone at home, loaded in my work account on it. And it got me through the day and definitely had quite a bit of change, quite a bit of fuel stuff left in it. So this thing was really really good on battery. I was very impressed with that.
Good on battery.
Yeah.
All right, we're going on to the next one.
Yeah. Now, George, you got to try to use that feature on the S20. Since Mike was talking about having a lot of apps going in the background, you got to use the thing where you can pin the apps and let us know how it works.
Oh, yeah. I saw the pin the apps. I just never bothered. But I have to get into some camera stuff this weekend because I've been promising people I haven't had time yet.
Yeah.
And I need to put up another case video thanks to Carl. So I'm going to try to get that up tomorrow. So, okay.
All right, I got this one, George.
Okay. All right, I'm all set.
All right. This one is from Android Police, and it's from David Ruddick. Google is protecting the Pixel 4 from the Pixel 4a, and it's hurting both phones. Google is giving its flagship an unnecessary, unhelpful launch cushion. When it comes to A/B tests, Google is the de facto king. Be it chat apps, social networks, or email, Google loves to place multiple products into a virtual death match, with the prize being the chance to continue existing.
Yeah, I love that.
Or often die later.
Or often just die later.
Yeah.
And I guess that link will take you to the Google graveyard. This strategy has an equal parts frustrated and delighted fans over the years because it allows Google to bring innovative and interesting products to life that otherwise would be shelved for functional duplicity. And right now, a real A/B test is taking place inside Google's smartphone division between the flagship Pixel and the budget tier Pixel A series. Except Google really seems keen on keeping the two as far apart as humanly possible, and I think that's to the serious detriment of both. Right now, Google appears set to release the next Pixel, the 4a, late this spring or early summer. It's leaked a lot. That would put it around 6 months after the release of the Pixel 4, Google's current flagship. That means when the Pixel 4a launches, it will be spaced about as far as possible away from both that phone and the upcoming Pixel 5, affording Google's top-tier handsets the maximum amount of distance from the sales cannibalizing effects of the cheaper 4a. The reasoning here is self-apparent. If the 4a was launched too soon after the 4, consumers who would otherwise opt for the more expensive phone might decide on the cheaper one, which is doubtless substantially less profitable. If the 4a was launched too close to the Pixel 5, consumers who would have otherwise upgraded could choose the 4a instead. From a sales perspective, Google's strategy makes sense. It wants to protect its more profitable products while also being able to provide another that caters to a segment further down market. The logic is straightforward, but I think that logic is deeply un-Google and comes from a company that has perhaps lost its way a bit. The Google I've known for the last 20 plus years is one that at times almost comically unafraid to fail. Project Loon, an effort to bring internet to remote corners of the world via balloon, is straight up ridiculous. Its Daydream VR platform fizzled and died. And you know what? Just go to the Google graveyard. I don't need to recite the record ad nauseum in the post. We all know Google comes up with ideas and then kills them. It's a thing. Google launched, then almost immediately canceled the Nexus Q, a multimedia streaming hub, in 2012. At the same time, it was also supporting Google TV. A year later, it launched Chromecast. A year after that, Google TV was killed and Android TV was launched. This is not a company afraid of redundancy. But with the Pixel, Google seems to be doing something that I think flies in the face of that. Admittedly, at times, self-destructive Darwinian approach to its products. It's trying to let two different efforts coexist and is placing artificial selective pressure on them in order to do so. In support of this assertion, I offer a few observations. First, there is no technical reason the Pixel 4a has to come after the 4. It will use an old chipset and the same basic software. If anything, developing the phone side by side probably would eliminate some significant redundancies. Second, the length of the window between the phones is clearly a result of deliberate road mapping and not any major logistical challenge. Phone manufacturers the world over launch handsets year-round at a breathtaking pace, and Google is partnered with the world's largest OEM, Foxconn, for manufacturing on the Pixel. Foxconn can absolutely take on two phones at once. Third, unlike high-end devices, there is no strong seasonality effect on budget smartphones, at least in America. New products are launching constantly at many tiers. And Google's core market, the US, doesn't have a strong mid-range segment to begin with. Google is competing with a bunch of also-rans like Moto and Nokia. The Pixel 4a could launch at any time of the year. It really doesn't matter. All this leads me to believe that the only reason Google has bifurcated its phone launches is a fear of inside its business unit that when confronted with both options, people might decide they don't actually need a $900 phone and that a $500 one is just fine. But this is exactly the democratic pro-consumer experiment I would expect a company like Google to champion. Let people tell you which product they want and plan the next ones accordingly. If it turns out people don't actually want a $900 smartphone when presented with a $500 one that is mostly as good, why not capitalize on that discovery? But Google seems to have drawn up a roadmap that is designed explicitly to avoid confronting this scenario, and I think it's to the detriment of the Pixel unit at large. If Google were to let the two Pixel lineups duke it out, as it were, I believe there's a real chance they could be more disruptive in the market. There are valuable insights to be gained in what factors consumers weigh when choosing between a more entry-level and premium segment product. insights that could very substantially alter the direction and approach Google would take in building its phones. As things stand now, the Pixel and Pixel A series seem more at odds than complementary. They're two different expressions of a similar idea, not a progression of it. A unified launch would force Google to ask harder questions about this relationship and particularly of its premium product. What really adds value to a phone? What do consumers truly care about? How can we make a premium phone feel meaningfully different? Right now, the Pixel team is able to sidestep too many awkward conversations by simply saying, well, the premium Pixel gets it first. First as premium is perhaps one of the weakest ways to organize your product portfolio, especially when consumers get wise to the fact that you're just going to release something cheaper that does most of the same thing 6 months down the line. I personally haven't told anyone to buy the Pixel 4. I suggested that if they want a Pixel, they should wait for the 4A. And I'd imagine I'm not the only one to do so.
Okay. Can I make a couple of comments here?
And George, if you go down to the first comment, the guy said, bold of you to assume Google has a strategy.
Okay. Well, that's support you always say. What did he say about avoiding the argument? Where was that?
Yeah, he said they avoid the argument.
That Pixel is able to sidestep too many awkward conversations. Well, who in their own company wants to force an awkward conversation?
No, but George, listen. It's Google being dumb because Samsung did it. Samsung did it last year. Apple did it.
Product and a more expensive product at the same time is, as far as capitalists, it's a stupid idea.
Yeah,
of course you're going to keep them separate if you want to sell. If you want to sell them higher price.
No, you don't, because if you look at Samsung. Samsung launched.
How many times has Apple launched a cheap one and an expensive one at the same time? Oh, zero times.
No, George, they did it. Well, they were supposed to do it. Listen. Well, they did it. They did it, George. They did it. They did it last year. And look at the iPhone 11. It sold.
The iPhone 11 launched with what?
It launched with the iPhone 11 Pro.
Oh, well, I'm not talking about tiers. I'm talking about two separate phones. Yeah, that's the same as Samsung.
But that's what they're saying. They're saying the Pixel should come out. The Pixel A should come out like the Pixel regular one. They should launch them at the same time and let people decide what they want.
But it goes against making money.
It doesn't, though. That's what consumers. If you're trying to cater to your base of buyers, you would launch both phones at the same time. Why would you launch that phone and then have everybody, like, think about it. If you're just buying a Pixel, this is your first time and you don't know nothing about it, and you go give them $1,000, and then 5 months later, here comes the Pixel 4A that has a better authentication system than your phone, actually can unlock your banking app, and it's $500 cheaper. You're going to be like, I'm not messing with Google no more.
This is where I agree with him. Yeah, if somebody was going to ask me for a recommendation, I'd always say wait for the A. I would always say that. But I guess.
No, George, because what they're doing is they're separating it. But when they first did it, everybody was like, "Oh, this is a great phone," but they should launch them together. Why would you separate it like that? Like, I don't know. I don't get it either.
But yeah,
I don't get it. I could see the first one. I understand it, but after that, people are just gonna wait for it. So you might as well just release them together. Because at this point, once you did it once, just like he said, he's not gonna tell nobody to go give Google $1,000, especially this year when the what's that thing called? The face unlock doesn't even work with apps, and it's 6 months later.
That's true.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe you won't give me
everybody. That's why I'm like, why don't Google
Mike,
should just
get in there. Jump in here, Mike.
Gary is crazy.
All I know is
Gary, that's
3A. Yeah.
At least he put the car in there.
Oh man, that's funny.
I have no comment because
Look at the same. Absolutely right.
No, I mean, Google.
I'm starting to
Google's
question about what Google got going on anymore, which
listen,
is some of the things.
If you show somebody who bought a Pixel 4 XL and be like, look, the 4A is coming out, and it kind of looks better. It doesn't have Soli. You're probably going to get better battery life, and you're getting the same phone. Why didn't you give me that option in the beginning? It's like, George, you know what this? It's kind of like Samsung. It's kind of like Samsung launching.
I got something to add to this. I got something to add
and the black phone, and then 5 months later, here goes the red phone that everybody wants.
Let Mike talk.
I just want to just add you, but there is going to be a big difference. I feel personally, it's just been a possible upgrade to the 4A. It's going from the memory of the slower eMMC to USF 2.1 storage.
Okay.
So it's going to give the appearance is going to be faster.
Right.
The eMMC is just a slower form of RAM, I guess, for RAM and RAM memory.
Management,
yeah,
RAM management.
Everybody was worried about the RAM.
Right. Everybody was worried about that because that is eMMC is extremely old technology that they stuffed in his phone.
Right.
So if Google can go and pull off putting at least USF 2.1 in and keeping the price the same, then we might have then that's a significant. You know what I mean? Something significant here. And,
but Mike, listen, they're coming. No. They're coming with the same what they're saying. So the Pixel 4 XL has 6 gigs, and the 4A is going to have 6. Like you can tell, Google is doing it. They're basically like, be at the window and buy our phone first. You're just going to test our Soli chip and pay extra $400.
Guinea pigs or what else you call them? Testers. You know what I mean? Product testers.
Yeah, I think the 4A not having a Soli chip is another buying point because I don't like the whole idea.
That's a positive.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Now wait, Gary, I'm trying to understand what you mean. He said it's not the same phone as the A70. The S10, the S10e, and the S10 came out at the same time. The Titan security chip. Does anybody use that? Because Google doesn't even like you. Google doesn't even like you to use G Suite accounts. When you use a G Suite account, they start disabling features on the phone. Google is crazy.
What is security?
See, George don't even know what it is. It's it's the chip that's supposed to keep the stuff secure in the phone, and then they have a key that you can buy from Google. They have a key that you can buy from Google too to plug into your computer. It's some nonsense. Nonsense. It doesn't do nothing with the camera. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't make the bokeh better, nobody cares. Oh, okay. Gary's got the key. See, Gary bought it. Gary loves Google.
You gotta purchase a key.
They have a key that you can buy too. No, that chip is in there, and it keeps other stuff secure.
You know why Gary has the key? Because he's one of their key consumers.
Yeah. See, I thought that they would do them. That they would release after this year. I thought the 4 and the other one would. They would put them out at the same time. It just makes sense. I think
you convinced me, Will.
Especially now, though, because it's not like the Pixel's selling. Nobody, you know what I mean? They're not selling the huge numbers. So put the 4A, put the 4, so at least your numbers can look good every year.
If they look good. We're not sure of that either.
Yeah. I don't know.
How much more Titan security? Say, but is that wait a minute? Is that a separate software function that Titan?
No, it comes. The Titan security thing comes in the phone. I think it comes in the Pixel 4. Remember how last year they did on the 3 they had the visual core. Then this year they did something else. They had the Pixel neural something, and then they have the Titan.
The Titan is showing up back to October 2018.
Yeah.
So they probably
came with the Pixel 3 too. Yeah. Gary's the first person I know who had the key.
And when you keep on saying the key, you mean you wind up have to purchase something
no, you can
additional?
buy it. You can. There's this thing that you buy.
More security. That's what you're saying.
If you go to Google's website, Mike, let me show you. Let me find it. There's like a key that you can buy. It's like it looks like a kind of like a zip drive type of thing.
So it makes your phone more secure. Is that what it's saying?
I think you use it with the computer. I don't know. Ask Gary if Gary really has it. If he really has the key.
Explain it to us, please. At least to the old guy, you know.
Is the S20 better than the?
Is the
S20 better? Oh no, Gary. But probably
I would say the answer is probably yes. That's just my opinion.
I don't. Yeah, but see, I don't know. See, Google. It's just like the article said, Gary. Google doesn't want to give you the option to think about that when you're buying the 4XL or the 3XL or whatever. That's why for Samsung, and look, Samsung did it that year, George, and they didn't do it again. Samsung gambled when they did the E version, and they said the E didn't sell or whatever, so they didn't do it. Now Apple did it.
I'm so shocked
Apple
it didn't
did it.
sell.
Apple did it with the XR and with the 11, and they sold.
They're selling like hotcakes.
They were the best selling of all three phones in both times. Yeah.
It helps you from getting hacked. There you go. Buy the key from Google, and it works in the laptop and the desktop.
So it is added security. Okay.
It'll help you from getting hacked, but it won't help Google from leaking your data.
Well, you can say that about every company out there.
I know. It's just funny because Google actually sells something that makes you think it's going to protect your data, but they're the ones who will lose it for you.
Well, yeah, but so does everybody else. But
yeah, but they don't. But there's no. But George, there's no like Samsung Bixby key or nothing. You know what I mean? They're not trying to sell you something.
They're selling it. They should be better than others.
Yeah. Help you from getting that. Yeah, that's crazy. I think that key is like $70 or something. Or $50.
One-time purchase?
Yeah.
So you buy the key and then Google gets hacked and then you get hacked off.
Oh God.
I'm checking. No.
It's $25. I found it. It's $25. Titan security key. It looks cool.
If it does keep you from computer from getting hacked, that's certainly well worth it, in my opinion.
It says a stronger way to protect your account, like a second lock after your password. The Titan security key helps prevent phishing and keeps out anyone who shouldn't have access to your online accounts, including Gmail. Backed by Titan Security. Titan Security keys include special firmware engineered by Google to verify the key's integrity and are built on FIDO open standards, so you can use them with many apps and services. Works with Advanced Protection Program, compatible with the Advanced Protection Program, blah, 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 blah.
And Gary's saying $30 or $50.
It's $25. They might have dropped the price. They might have dropped the price. They might have a sale. Oh, they have a lot of them. All right, they have one that's a USB one that's $40. Then they got the NFC and USB-A one that's $25. That one's out of stock. Then they have a Bluetooth NFC USB one that's $35, and then they have a Titan Security Key bundle that's $50. He must have the bundle.
He must have the whole bundle.
Okay. Yeah. Good old Google. So, Mike, are you going to get the 4A?
If you use different computers and desktop, then it helps. Okay, that makes sense.
Am I going to get the 4A? I don't know.
I would say it's almost a certainty for me at this point.
Yeah, I'm. Now, I want to say no because the 3A. I bought the 3A just so I can get the updates to see what the new software is. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to. Now, I think I'm going to pass. I think I'm quite happy with
George,
the 3A.
Why are you going to get the 4A? I'm just want to understand. What do you think you're going to get different?
I always want the following year's one. That's what I've been doing generally with phones that I can spend the money for, and I definitely want this one. I always skip the Pixel because I want the A version. I want the cheaper one. I don't remember what the specs were. I don't even think it comes with like the zoom lens. I don't even understand what's the point. It's essentially the same phone. You're just getting more RAM. are going to be somewhat better. I don't know how much better, but they're going to be somewhat better.
Yeah, it'll have more RAM, I guess.
So anyway, I'm pretty committed to it.
Yeah.
Unless something better comes along, of course.
I don't know what else is coming. I guess we'll have to wait on Google. I don't know. Mike, you're not looking at nothing new, are you?
No. iPhone. I admit I kind of missed the connectivity part.
You giving up on the Moto G stylus?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm quite happy what I have right now. And I was holding out for whatever this iPhone 9 was going to be or could have been.
And an Apple Watch
doesn't sound too promising.
And along with an Apple Watch, I hope.
It's coming, Mike. It's coming. They're just going to delay it.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of stuff is probably going to get delayed.
What's delaying it?
A lot of stuff's probably going to get delayed.
Of course it is.
Here goes the thing, Mike. We didn't read this yet, right? This wasn't in there.
Where?
I'll just breeze through it real quick. The thing that says the Pixel 5 won't come with the newest chipset.
And
I saw that.
Giving us the RAM on the
it's going to have the Snapdragon 765.
Okay, that's the 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
64 gigabytes and 6 gigabytes of RAM. So I can't believe they're sticking to 64 gigabytes though.
Oh wow, they are.
Looks like it.
You know what? I wonder. It's going to be interesting to see if they add more storage to the 5 then, because the rumor is they're going to add 4K recording to the Pixel 4 because people, people who fish
add more storage, aren't they?
Well, no, people were like fishing through the code of the new Google camera app.
Right.
And they're saying that there's code in there that says 4K at 60, but you never know. That might be for the Pixel 5.
But then
I can't see them.
Google always wants you to use their cloud too, which I do. So.
Yeah, but they're not giving you unlimited storage, so they might make people pay for it. But that would kind of fly in the face of what they said at the thing where they were like, there wasn't enough storage in the phone. So if you give 4K at 60 and some people got a 64 gig phone, you know what I mean? That's
true.
That's terrible.
Now, so far, I haven't had to pay them anything for storage.
Oh, wow.
I guess that could change.
What, Mike?
I'm looking here. I was going to ask you, is that all? Jeez. Yeah, I'm about the only other thing I'm shopping for. I'm on the Google store. What's up?
Look at Gary's comment.
Look at Gary's comment.
I think I'm getting a OnePlus next phone. I always wanted an ugly ass. You go get that phone. You go get that phone. You're going to wind up. You're going to say, "Boy, this is fast and snappy," and you're going to say, "Wow, Google better follow you. Better follow you."
You're not gonna know what to do with all that RAM, Gary. You're gonna have so many apps running in the background.
Yeah, exactly. Playing full.
I was laughing because what was that guy's name? Peter, the guy from OnePlus, put out a tweet, and they were saying like there was no bloat on the phone, and then everybody was like, Netflix is pre-installed.
Yeah, it was.
That's bloat.
Yeah, it is.
So let me ask you guys. As I was just toying around here with at the Google site, looking at a 3A XL.
Okay.
I'm planning that. Yes, if anything, the next phone I would be getting is a phone from Mom to update her Pixel, because now it's a battery issue. She like you all know that she cut the cord.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want her to have a reliable phone that she can leave, untethered for a few hours.
Question: why would you go to you break it, I fix it, and change the battery? Unless you just want to buy her a new phone.
Memory's kind of sometimes a problem. I have to go delete some apps on her, and she doesn't know.
Well, get her a new phone then.
Okay, so it's more than one issue.
Yeah, it's not just the battery then.
But how much do you think that battery repair will be?
I don't know, probably like $70. The phone is old.
Is that much? Is that only that much? I thought it'd be more.
I don't think so.
I mean, I gave her some life because she doesn't know that to go into the Google Photo app and tells you, okay, all these have been saved and you can delete all these off the phone. And she had like, I don't know, since she had a lot of pictures and all.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, but she don't know. That's where I come in.
Right.
But so, Will, you think she'll be okay with the OG Pixel? If I was just to replace the battery?
Does she use it that much? It's running, right?
That's her primary phone now.
But I mean, she's not playing PUBG.
Well, no, she's not playing PUBG. No.
But if she's keeping that many pictures and videos on her phone.
Yeah, I mean, if you need more storage, then get the new one.
Yeah. But they give you
3AXL. Does that come in 128?
No, 64.
So it's the same, right? You'll still be in the same situation with storage, or no?
No, she's got 32.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, get her the new one then.
They give you $30 trade-in for the OG.
That was 32 back then. I forgot about that.
Yeah, 32, and I think they jumped up. Let me see. I forget now.
With the 3, I think.
Mike.
Yo.
How much is it on Google site?
$479. I want to get her new one. I don't want. Go ahead. I don't want to get this one.
Best Buy got an open box for $311.
Really?
Excellent condition.
Hold on. Let me.
3AXL 64 gigs is white. You'll have it by the 17th.
And the color doesn't matter. I assume you're going to put a case on it anyway.
Yeah, but no color. No. What color is it?
It's white. That's the one, right? $311. You can't beat that. Ship it to Delaware.
That is.
Yeah, you got that right, man. Yeah, boy.
Ship it to Delaware.
Christiana Mall.
$311.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And you can keep the old Pixel.
What am I going to do with that?
You can.
I don't know.
You can do some kind of phone test with it. You certainly can make future videos about historical pixels.
Yeah,
Mike, you see what Big House said? He said, just give her your 3A.
I already tried that. I already tried. I showed her that. She goes, it's too small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she needs the screen real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah, she prefers a bigger phone. She was inquisitive. I was trying out phones. I don't know if I told you the Verizon worked on my OnePlus 7T, but you know what really got her with a Pixel? She was really sold on. I showed her. She didn't know about the
camera. She does good with that camera.
She does good with the camera, but the phone screening.
Oh,
she never knew about it. I said, "Here, I want to show you something," because she hated the telemarketers. And I'm like, oh, Mom, just use the phone screen. Here, I'll show you. I called her and I said, hit this button. She was wow, that is awesome. Look at that. So I don't know if I can get her into another phone or anything, but she's definitely sold on that. So
cool.
Can you imagine a Pixel with 250? Yeah.
No, because Google would never do it because that would be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You hit it, Will.
Now, Mike, speaking of phones and all that stuff, did you see what's coming? I'm getting kind of nervous.
What's that?
Yahoo has their own phone service.
Oh, yeah.
It's looking like it's did you see Jay was on Twitter and he had sent me this video where he went to their website or whatever and went to customer service and it redirected him to Visible. Visible customer service.
If you look at the ad, it looks like a Visible ad.
So I was like, if they merge and get rid of Party Play or whatever that thing's called, I will not be happy.
No,
because paying $25 is the greatest thing I've ever done.
Hey, let's talk about your coverage. You're down in the Carolinas. I mean, I know I talk about mine, but you know,
I had coverage, man.
Did you hotspot?
I've had no issues, man. Since what was it, a couple months ago when we had that thing.
I have to get it to them. And there was one other time there was a problem. I think there was a small problem, and they told us there was a problem.
Yeah, they sent us messages. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that Yahoo Mobile or whatever.
It's just stay over there.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Visible is doing good, man. I've had no issues. Paying $25 a month for the phone is like
It's
good.
nice.
And they even got the S20 on there.
I know.
You see, they're carrying the new phone. They never went back and got the Note, but
that's cool.
they don't have the Note 10, George, but they got the S20.
Backwards. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gary said the Carolinas is Verizon territory. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense then.
That's why. Yeah, I mean, I had service the whole drive down. It was good. No issues. I'm hoping.
There's parts of Carolina is like you're out there.
Yeah. Well, I was near. What's that? Kitty Hawk or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping because I don't want to have to switch. As soon as I seen Yahoo Mobile and they said it was on the Verizon network, I was like, oh God.
All right, let me see if you guys are gonna get this. You were near Kitty Hawk, so you must have felt right. You probably got it.
Yeah, the Wright brothers.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh,
I didn't get it. Okay.
I was slow. I couldn't. I'm like, what? You made me forget what I was doing. That was that bad. Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Oh, thank you very much.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my service was good, man. You see, Mike, Mike, what about a 2X? Oh no, see, I don't know. You don't want to go older. I'm just thinking
You want to go back there?
Mike, get that one from Best Buy.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. Get that one from Best Buy. That's a deal. Get the open box.
Yeah, that's
For $311, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
Big House. What's this? I threw a battery case on my Pixel 2 XL now. Oh, okay. Jeez.
Oh yeah, battery case, sure.
My God. Look, Big House. We're talking about my mom here, okay? You know, she's gonna say you're gonna break my hand with this thing.
Mike, which phone do you got there?
Where? What phone?
Whatever one you got. I'm about to send you this link. You know you got 17 phones.
Why don't you just
17 months. Okay.
Because I clicked the button on the computer.
Open so I can open up on the computer.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, because I clicked the wrong thing. I clicked on iMessage instead of the Telegram. All right, wait.
And listen here, Will, don't hate, okay? I got the connections.
Here we go.
Let me see.
All right, I just sent it to you.
You just sent me a pic. What is it?
I sent it to
the. Okay. I'm sorry.
You see it?
Yeah, it's just taking a moment. I just opened it up. Man, I got to reboot this computer when I'm done tonight. I got to shut it down.
Sounds like you need a keyboard on your iPad with a trackpad on it and mouse support. Need to toss that thing.
Maybe a Mac Mini. International. What the heck do you find?
What do you mean? I don't know why it came up like that.
Unlock clearly white.
Now go to activate later.
Yeah.
And then look at the open box.
Can I click on the wrong one? There we go.
Open box, excellent. $311.99.
How do you get to open box?
If you click on, you have to click on like activate later, and then it'll show you like a little blue. It'll be like little blue text under the price, and it'll say open box. It'll be black. It'll say open box, and then it'll have a blue.
This is at the regular Best Buy website.
Yeah.
So activate later.
Yeah, when you go to purchase the phone, it'll always have like a discount if you activate it now. It'll say activate today. Then you click on activate later.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
And that automatically takes you to. Okay.
It'll show you. It'll give you the option to look at the open box phones.
Okay, gotcha.
It said they had it for $297, but that one is you can't get it in the area or whatever, and that was just satisfactory.
That's only what, $15 difference?
Yeah, but it's only satisfactory, so it's not as in good shape either.
I'm gonna change the location.
Hey, Walmart got the 2XL for $200.
Really?
See, folks, you get to see the buying habits of the stars of the show.
I guess this is our deal of the day.
Yeah.
And Mike is about to get it. So,
well, I ain't getting it. Mom's going to get it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. Wait a minute.
So we're going to get
it. Will, they got the purple one for Mom.
There you go.
It's purple?
Yeah.
I thought it was white.
So we're going to get an actual live buy right here in front of the camera.
I got to change the location. Hold on. It still wants me to send it to Jersey. How do I? Definitely, I got to change this to.
Mike, why is it purple? What do you mean? You're buying the purple one?
Yeah, I clicked on the purple one just to see.
They have an open box?
Yeah, they got an open box, same price.
Oh, okay.
We're saying. I'm gonna change this to. Come on. Oh, this poor computer. It's.
He's getting anxious now. It's time for a new computer, Mike.
I'm telling you.
I really should work on the desk.
Somebody just gonna come and buy it while you got it in the cart.
Yeah.
Your computer's gonna be chugging along. Somebody's gonna buy it.
I keep a terabyte desktop. This is why. And even then, when I have so many things open, sometimes I have problems.
All right, now. Okay, that's my store I want. All right.
Getting there?
I'm getting there. Hold on. Let me do this.
Will, I wish we had a camera over his shoulder so we could watch. It would be cool.
I'm telling you. Mike, share the screen.
No, I'm not sharing the screen.
No. We want to see your information, especially.
Yeah.
You got the Titan security chip. You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
I got too many apps running. I got too many windows. I'm gonna close a bunch. It's really chugging. If I leave the room, you'll know why.
So Windows doesn't like you running Windows. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Will, you asked me earlier, 842 for subs. I went up by 2 from last week, so
you're almost there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Put a video out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Mike, you're getting like me now.
What do you mean, like you?
No, he's not getting anywhere near back there. Let's not get crazy.
Mike.
What's that?
Mike, you said you wanted a new one, right? It's got to be new.
What's that?
Oh, wait, Big House. You know what? He's going to pay tax. He's going to pay tax on Swapper because he's saying on Swapper they got him on there too. The 3 AXLs.
Yeah,
but
what?
He's going to pay tax.
Yeah, but if I ship it to Delaware.
Oh, well, I don't know. Does Swapper let you do that? I think Swapper goes by your PayPal address.
PayPal, yeah. Then I got to go through all that. I got to change it. All right, hold on.
No, I think you're better off where you are.
Yeah, I've had nothing but good luck with open box.
Yeah.
I mean,
and if not, you can always return it. So.
Yeah, they'll stand behind it. Activate later. Now, how come it doesn't show again?
What do you mean it doesn't show? I thought you already had it.
Yeah.
I had to change the location. Remember, I'm being cheap. I'm trying
to. It's not in your cart.
No, I didn't click it in my cart.
Well, I got this one in my cart.
Yeah, but you were taking it from me.
No, I'm not. This is a white one.
This is taking it from me.
This is a white one.
All right, I'll go back and change it.
Get the white one.
And like we said, you're probably going to put a case on it anyway.
So activate later. One left in the store.
Wouldn't you think that I'd be advocating for the purple one? Purple.
Mike, we got to get you to the Apple Genius Bar class when they open back up on how to shop online.
Oh, stop! Just stop.
He doesn't have to go. He's got you.
Oh man!
Exactly. I got you on speed dial.
There you go.
This is why he misses all the sales.
How many times I called Will?
George, this is why he misses all the deals.
Hey, I'm missing too.
Hold on.
I can't take you. You can't go out on Black Friday, Mike.
I did great on Black Friday, to let you know. Okay.
I'm not Black Friday. Cyber Monday. You missed all the deals.
All right, now back again. Activate later. I bet it was because I changed the stores.
Change the storage?
Those stores.
Oh, okay.
Because I was changing it in different states.
Put it in your cart first and then change the location?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to go back.
Are you starting over again?
No, I'll do this later. I don't want to hold up the show. Everybody's looking at us like
the Pixel 5 will be out by the time Mike orders the Pixel 3A.
Stop.
Or the Pixel 5A, right?
Yeah, you can't, Mike. Don't have a Surface Pro for $295. Wow.
Yeah, but then you got to pay $14 tax, so it'll be $310. So get it from there, Mike. Oh, you know what, Mike? I would go there and try to talk them down a little bit.
Go there.
Go to Swapper and talk them down.
Yeah, at least the Swapper, you got a chance at making a bargain. That's true. Forgot about that.
And he might come with cases and,
Yeah, but then you're going to owe Big House a cut,
Yeah.
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 He needs his finder's fee.
There you go.
I'll fix it. I'll mess around with it. I don't want to. Sorry, guys.
Well, Mike, so do y'all got the standard coming on this weekend?
Yes. We got something in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
And George, you got a video coming, right?
I think
camera test.
I think I should have a video up on the other case from Snail Cases tomorrow, probably late tomorrow, and by Sunday I should have a real. At least some 4K recordings from the Galaxy S20. Oh, and I'm still getting 5G all over town, all over Miami, all over.
How are your speeds, George?
Yeah. I showed you the speed test on Twitter. So it was better than 4G. It's low band, but it's still faster than 4G.
So you got the update?
Yes, I got the update the day I got it. Because when I started the phone, I got an update, and then something made me go look for an update about an hour later, and there was another update there.
Yeah, because I was listening to Android Central, and they were saying that their T-Mobile needed an update for the 5G to work.
Right, and I did get that update. So, and yeah, the 5G seems that when I'm working like today, I'm all over Fort Lauderdale and Pompano and all the way up to West Palm and down in Miami, and I seem to have 5G everywhere. So I'm happy.
Hey George, do you use the app Edge? Like, yeah, if you slide over.
Oh no, it keeps getting in my way though.
Oh, okay. So it does have it. It does have it though.
Yeah, it does have it. Yes. But it's not like the 9. That's where it's always, the curves that drive you crazy. The curves on the 9 drove me crazy.
Yeah.
With ghost touches and stuff like that. Which I found the OnePlus 7 Pro way better in not giving me ghost touches. And the reason I pointed that way because my OnePlus 7 Pro.
I was wondering, with it being a new design and all, did they get rid of the app Edge?
No, it's still there, but you don't get it so much accidentally as you did before. But I still get it accidentally sometimes.
Samsung has it.
And that's my fault because I don't use the buttons anymore. I change it completely to swipe. So the app Edge I get by accident because I'm always swiping instead of using. I don't have any buttons on the phone showing at all because the Pixel 3A got me used to swiping, and I kind of like it.
Samsung has an option to turn on super fast charging. Samsung gives you every option you could think of, Mike.
Really?
I'm amazed at how fast the S20 charges because I have a charger that's been sitting in, and it's a fast charger, but one of the first fast chargers from like 2.5 years ago. And this phone charges really fast. I mean, very fast.
George.
Yeah.
Oh, you have okay. Camera. Which camera do you think is better? The 3A. You don't have the 4. The Pixel 3A or the 3 or the S20?
think the S20, but of course I'll be doing tests to find that out probably starting next week. I could be wrong, but I just love the camera so far on the S20, but I haven't put it up against anything yet. So, but I just want to give them maybe some 4K tests, and then I'll start putting it up against other things. Yeah. I'll certainly be putting up against the Pixel 3a and the OnePlus 7 Pro, and then the iPhone 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel so well balanced now because my daily drivers that I carry every day now are the S20 and the iPhone 11. I just feel like Mr. Cool, you know.
Yeah.
And I know you can also, well, you're not Mr. Cool, you have the cheap one, and that's true in both cases.
Nah, man, a Samsung is a Samsung. You still got the latest one. Sounds like you got what do you have? The S20, the regular one.
The regular.
Not the Plus.
No, not the Plus.
Yeah, it sounds like those two, the Plus and the regular one, are the better ones to get because the focus issues and all that.
The vast majority of people I've seen are saying the Plus is the phone to get and preferred over the Ultra.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we're done, guys. Mike, we'll continue next week when Mike finally buys this.
Oh, stop.
To be continued.
I'm picking it up. I'm getting it right now.
Wait.
Orders this
I got it. I got it.
Wait a minute. Next week, tune into my channel, folks, and we'll watch Mike finish up this shopping experience.
I'm sorry, guys. I got it in the shopping cart.
It's great. I think it's
I got it. It's the purple one. And it's open box, and it's for $311.99. And I got it going to Delaware.
There you go.
There you go.
I got it.
He'll continue on the standard.
Yeah. That's right. Sunday morning, 9:00.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say I got it, yeah, baby. I got it.
I keep it a surprise, so don't tell mom. All right. Shh. All right. So if you all come to the standard, don't say when mom comes in, don't say, "Hey, did you get your phone yet?"
Well, it'll be here before next week. It should be here on the 17th, right?
Free shipping to update location. Yes, that's where I want to do. I want to get it. Thanks, Will. That was good. I didn't even think about that. I completely forgot about this open box. I normally don't. And I got her a case, an open box case.
You got a case too?
I got a case, $18.99, the Google Pixel one.
So I guess what we can say is where mom's concerned, Mike is on the case.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now I got to change.
Unlocked, right, Mike?
Yeah.
The Pixel's only. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you did, Gary.
Switch to a store for pickup. Free. One of your items is only available for shipping. Let's see what this does.
Have you paid for it yet, Mike?
What's this? I'm sorry?
Have you paid for it yet?
Pay for what? I'm sorry?
The phone. Have you paid yet?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Okay, because Gary said he got it, and I said yes, and then I realized, well, not until he pays.
I'm in the middle. I'm like going. I'm trying to get it, finagle it. Now I got to change. I don't think I updated the address. I got to give it a new address. All right.
Yes, Gary. Will always knows.
Will always knows what
the deals.
Yeah. Will does know the deals. I give him. Yeah. Even though I was all badass over the holidays, Will does a million times better. Million times.
Yeah.
Will, what are you looking at? I can see you're typing away.
I'm trying to answer this question.
Six always knows the deals too.
Six got the deal of the year. He saved half the price on a Star Wars edition, and I'm sure I think that came with stuff, right? Like
it came with the buds.
Yeah, I think it came with the Star Wars edition. Bud. Yeah. So he got a deal because that phone was like $1,400 when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I ended up getting, because of my purchase, I ended up getting $100 credit towards accessories. So I bought myself 2 smart plugs. So I used half of the $100 bucks.
What'd you get for what? The Samsung phones?
Yeah. I bought myself 2 smart plugs because as much with all the smart stuff I have in the house, I have no plugs.
Oh, so okay, those plugs are great, George. You're going to find them really. I mean, they really work nice.
And I have Samsung things hubbed here, and I haven't used it yet.
You got a hub?
I have the Smart Things hub. I haven't even used it yet. I've had it 2 weeks. I haven't used it yet.
All right, I'm shipping it to my work, Will.
There you go.
I'm shipping it, and I'm making it right now. The address is in there. I got to type it all. So sorry, guys.
Yeah, 6 is saying Case and Budge. Yeah.
Case and Bud, yeah. And he got the whole thing. I mean, he's got the box and all. That's all. That's like collector's material there.
That's true. That's collector stuff. All right, 6. We're all admiring you now.
Yeah, yeah.
6 should have been able to find you the deal. If you left it to 6, your mom would have had a Star Wars edition.
There you go.
Yeah.
10 plus. She'd have been like, "What the heck is this?"
Yeah,
Hey,
she would.
Should have been like, "There's a black dot on my screen."
There it is. Good. It popped up.
Big house.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for this week, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike finally got the purchase, the grand finale. Mike, you got a round of applause from Big House.
All right.
We know how to end the show, all right?
And Mike is supposed to be a techie.
Stop.
But he's not the deal maker. You are.
Yeah.
But Mike, we gotta get you to web browsing 101. We gotta
Try and make this.
Oh man, thanks for coming, Brian. Let me see what did Gary say. If George says the S20 has a better camera than the Pixel phone, yeah.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, George, you're the only one I've heard say that.
I said I haven't compared them yet.
I've seen like videos, and everybody's like Samsung is still in third. Like I've heard podcasts,
and I see the same thing, but I haven't compared it for me yet.
Yeah. Well, it's all personal preference, but that focus thing where like the people, I don't know if yours is gonna do it, where it doesn't even keep the whole subject in focus because of the lens size.
Strictly with the ulcer, as far as I know.
Yeah, he said he has corona. Oh man,
I'm old, but if I had to bet, I'll bet you if I touch somebody with it, I bet you I wouldn't get it.
George is too healthy for that. The corona's gonna run away from George.
Wow, they actually charged me tax.
In a room full of people that had the flu sitting all around me.
They charged you tax?
That's what they're saying. That's what they're showing.
How much?
You know why? Because I bet you your card, credit card is New Jersey address.
Oh.
So they're still able to get you.
How bad is the tax?
They're still able to get you. The tax is probably like $20, right?
Yeah, $21.93.
Yeah, you better go to Swapper.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, everybody. We'll continue Mike's purchase on the standard. While Mike battles over the $21.93.
I'm telling you, I'm cheap. I'm cheap.
Story from the drama.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Thanks everybody for coming. I hope everybody has a good weekend.
Sure. I just
wash your hands. Mike finally placed the order.
Thanks for shopping with us.
Use there you go. Hand sanitizer. Cover your mouth.
They still got me for a damn tax. Damn it. All right.
Don't nobody want the corona.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, give your outro.
All right, I'm Mike Dixon, Simply Device. Come Sunday morning, 9 o'clock on Jerome's channel, Phone Jerome Ortega, for the standard. And we have a show lined up. So we'll be there. And with my brother, by the way, working the boards.
There you go.
Go,
right,
George.
George, it's on you.
All right. So, you know me, I'm Mobile Geezer. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And someday I'll write another article from my website, mobilegeezer.wordpress.com. So next week it'll be on my channel. So please be here next Friday, and we'll see what Mike got. Maybe, Mike, are you expecting the phone before then or not?
I'm expecting a phone from Mom.
No, I said, but are you expecting to get it in hand before then?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, we'll find out the end of Mike's drama.
Yeah, well, I might make it. You want me to make a video? I'm going to do a video of Mom unboxing her new phone.
There you go.
Okay. All right. They're always good. They always get about 400 views.
So I'll see you next week on the Mobile Geezer channel.
It's good for the algorithm.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's on you.
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. See y'all Sunday morning on
Whoever's
Jerome's
new here,
channel.
subscribe to Will's channel so you can get
Yeah, I
to
got
the
103
105.
now. I'm almost there.
And please, let's get Mike to 1,000 at some
I'm
point.
telling you. Let's get Mike to 1,000 so he can get some money out of YouTube.
Exactly.
All right. Mike needs a iPhone 9 fund.
No, I need what? No,
I
I need a.
need an Apple Watch fund.
He's got the Apple Watch.
I
He
still
needs the
have.
phone.
I still have the old. I still got the other one. I just need a phone again.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
we need a phone. Okay.
Wish me luck on taxes tomorrow.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Good night,
All
folks.
right, everybody. Yeah.